Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Green here and welcome back to another video. We're going to take a look at some Mr. Freeze fights in here. We're going to annihilate the whole tier 4 using Mr. Freeze with various things. I mean, not that various to be fair, but various enough. We're going to start off with Boss Batman. We have Brainiac with Sword of Salvation to build up some lethal attack damage for us. We have Beta Club on Mr. Freeze at level 8, and we have All Blades on Red Hood for his cheaper super move, though I really don't think he needs that. And yeah, this will be far easier to execute at higher difficulties, but with the Brainiac tag in, you can actually make it so that you keep her frozen forever. So basically, if you use the freeze with Mr. Freeze right before, the special 2 with Mr. Freeze right before tag out, then it's going to still have enough time to freeze them once, as Brainiac is doing a special 1 here, and then they are going to freeze again by the time you tag in, so you're going to get 2 freezes out of that, and you're going to tag into a freeze, do a few jump attacks, and then Brainiac back in, special 1, and they're frozen there. Jump attack for the Beta Club dot damage. I know it looks weird, but this is the optimal gameplay. I messed up there. That was a little bit of a mess up on my part. But yeah, special 2. Excuse me if I said previously special 3, she's frozen. Jump attack. Special 2, jump attack. Re-engage there with Brainiac, special 1. And boy, she's frozen. Jump attack. Special 2, jump attack. Brainiac in there. And there I don't know how she blocked that. I have absolutely no idea how she blocked that. But yeah, she's frozen. Jump attack, special 2. Jump attack. We tag out with Brainiac, and yeah, that was not perfectly executed, but again, this will be far easier to do as we get into the heroics, because the AI will be far less annoying. There's special 2 in there with Brainiac tag in, special 1. We broke the freeze there with the special 1 of Brainiac, actually. Like, if that hits all frozen, it's going to definitely break it. It's got a lot of instances of damage, but they just get frozen back in. It's just important to keep them in the corner and without jumping, and they will not jump as much in higher heroics, and it's already working wonders here. Keep in mind, this just a 3-star Mr. Freeze, and we're not getting any passive stats from any artifacts. I don't have any cryo artifacts, so the 1.5 mil dot damage is quite decent, might I add. Okay, so here we'll see how it goes with Catwoman, because look, we didn't do much combo interruption on Batwoman, but she was combo interruptible, so in theory, that's an easier fight for this team to take. But let's see how it is against this team, where Catwoman is not combo interruptible. Indeed, it will be a little bit harder to bully her. Yet again, combo interruption is not reliable in normal. I still have no idea why they're using the old AI in normal and then switching back to normal in heroics, because it annoys the crap out of experienced players, and it confuses the crap out of new players. But it is what it is. Now special 2 in there. And she jumped, sadly. That was not so great. But she got frozen. Mr. Freeze in there, jump attack. Special 2, jump attack, and I'm out of there. Brainiac back in there. Special 1. And we broke a freeze, and then we started another. Another freeze in there, another special 2. Brainiac in there. This was not an optimal tag-in, but she still got eventually frozen despite her best efforts, and she got frozen twice. I think literally the special 1 animation of Brainiac is to an extent long enough for her to have time to get frozen, if she's like in that globe, like the animation compared to the animation of her getting up from being knocked down, excuse me. That works well. This works very well, actually. And with some adjustments, you can definitely do this without Beta Club. But it will be quite tricky, because you kind of need to do your special 2 while the enemy is frozen to get more damage. I don't really care that much about that, because most of my damage comes from the Beta Club dots. But if it doesn't come from there, you need to optimize your other ways of damage. The Martian Manhunter in here. We have Sword of Salvation. I think it was Power Drain Immune or something, so whenever they're Power Drain Immune, I'm not gonna use Sword of Sin, even though that's far more convenient. Keep pushing him to the corner, Brainiac not having any luck power stealing from him. Boy, finally, I was starting to have doubts. Did I remember the fight incorrectly? Did I not have the Sword of Salvation on Brainiac? But I do. Okay, Mr. Freeze in there, trying to push him back to the corner. Special 2. Brainiac gonna get back in there, special 1. He broke the freeze, but he's gonna get frozen again. Special 2, jump attack. Brainiac back in there, special 1. Mr. Freeze back in there, jump attack. Special 2, jump attack. Brainiac back in there, another special 1. Mr. Freeze back in, jump attack. And I waited a bit. Over here you actually have the luxury to wait, because with some teams, in some scenarios, if you are set to do a certain combo when you tag in and you do not have enough energy to do that specific combo, you are done for. That's not gonna be a good time for you. But with this team, you can just wait out a bit. Like, yeah, you lose some seconds in the fight where you're not dealing damage, but unless you break the freeze yourself, that is going to last for a long while, so you're just so safe when you tag in with Mr. Freeze, and I do like that. Okay, so here for Dr. Fate, he was a little bit annoying because he wouldn't let us tag in and out as much as we wanted. What we're going to do is we're just going to sit with Brainiac in the fight for an extended duration, get all the stacks up and ready to go, and then we're going to try to kill him with Mr. Freeze. It'll be quite a little bit of a struggle without the access of tagging, especially because it's not combo interruptible to keep him in the freeze area, but we'll see how we go. Slowly approaching him, special 1. He's not gonna bother us with any specials because we power drain him constantly. I don't know why they didn't give him the passive where he has all his abilities reduced. Like, wouldn't have been that much trouble, would have been more entertaining, let's say. But it's gonna be a Dr. Fate that's, I think, nah, the passive that makes the tag in and out, it's quite annoying itself. But to an extent, this might have been a little bit harder if he had just the normal passive and not that. But he had 10 lethal stacks, finally Mr. Freeze in there, ready to get some work in. Ready to pay the bills, get his bread. Okay, so we failed to keep him in that freeze area. Now we get 2 freeze areas, though if he hits at this, if he sits at the same time in 2 freeze areas, it's not really going to contribute to him freezing faster, sadly. He's frozen now, but by mistake I was a special 1. But yeah, jump attack there. Jump attack again. 1 mil dots. Not the highest thing we've seen, but it's decent. Oh, he was so close to freezing there, but he's frozen now. Jump attack, jump attack, jump attack into a special 2, into another jump attack 2. Not ending things off because he interrupted us. But yeah, there we go. Now look, for Boss Bane, he's gonna have some health in there, so we need to squeeze a Raven in the team. I know, a little bit of an overkill. Most likely could have done it without Raven, but I was like, let's better not risk it. And basically this dude's whole thing is that he's going to constantly stack defense and damage buffs against characters if the longer they sit against him. And look, interesting mechanic on one hand, the defense is definitely quite annoying. The damage doesn't seem to matter that much, as far as I've seen. But, yeah, we're going to tag in and out anyway, my dudes. Like, the only team that doesn't tag in and out, the only team in the entire game that purposefully doesn't tag in and out, I guess there's 2 teams, but the Just League team is not really one of the top teams. It's going to be the Batman Ninja team. Like, even Manta has a smooth tagging gameplay with Brainiac special 1s. So yeah, people are gonna tag in and out, my dudes. Like, it would have been interesting if those passive wouldn't expire when you would tag out another character, and they would start stacking only after a certain amount of time has passed. Let's say you stay tagged into the fight for 10 seconds, and if you stay more than 10 seconds, the debuffs, or more than 6 seconds or something, the buffs on him start stacking. And they stayed there forever. That would have been more punishing, more engaging, but I can just sit as much as I want with the character in the fight, and as soon as I tag him out, it'll be back to normal. Okay, so the dot damage doesn't look too high here, but I think this is because of his damage cap. I'm pretty sure it's because of his damage cap, but he's still gonna be dead in no time here. Yeah, that's about it for this one. The reward, boy oh boy, the reward. It was absolute garbage. Dumpster fire. Cheetah. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. It really helps out the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
This is the future.